Hi, my name is Bethany and this is my experience getting baptized and just what it's like being, or after the fact. So I started off just kind of lost in a way, more as chasing that individualism and chasing that want to be happy by myself, want to find happiness or encouragement through material things or social media posts or other friends' comments. And it was very draining and wasn't or didn't feel like me. But I got to college and started off kind of rough because I was very alone and didn't know how to put myself out there in all types of ways. So I didn't know or didn't really get along with. As I came to college, right, I got to experience being by myself and the freedom of that. And at the same time, I realized that my time management skills were very bad and the things I was chasing for were also very bad and just weren't benefiting me in the future. And so a couple of friends that I've known or since high school and just growing up in general that are here have gotten into Chi Alpha and kind of just turned their lives around a little bit. And I can see how joyous their lives were and how they were completely different and just a whole different type of aura to them, I guess. And I guess I wanted to be a part of that and to seek guidance, I guess, in a way. So I came to services and then I started going to D groups. And it was all good, but then I started to fall into a pit of going through the motions and just going here because it was in my schedule or reading these because they said I should. And then it wasn't till spring break, which actually opened up my eyes to why I do these things, why we read, why we worship, and it just kind of like switched in my brain to want to always be around that joyous feeling that I felt when I was serving and giving back and stepping with Jesus, right? And also during spring break, baptism was mentioned to me as of like, this is what Christians do and this is like showing that your faith is real and that you would want to like step by Jesus. And I was very shied away from it at first because it's a very public thing and testimonies is kind of scary. But then I just looked past all of that and looked at what it actually meant. So after spring break, after baptism was mentioned to me, I really prayed about it and also looked into the Word about what it could do for my life and how it was an act of faith in that way. I battled with it in my head for a little bit or a couple weeks until I finally just said, okay, I'll do it and I'm going to do it and I understand why I'm doing it. And it was to just wash away all of the ungodly things that was in my head. After that, after I finally got baptized outside of Chi Alpha right here, it was an amazing experience. That whole day, it was just very great. The sun was shining, like birds were out chirping, and the service was also very great, and so many people were here. And so I got more nervous and more nervous. But also through service and just the people around me reassuring me, during service, I got very nervous leading up to our testimonies because of public speaking is just scary to me. But the people I was around and the word that was being spoken, it just reminded me that I shouldn't fear, because with him he gives me strength, and that I was about to publicly show that I shouldn't be fearful and that he's going to be standing by me. And so it was just all washed away in that moment. And then when I was dipped into that water and just fully cleansed and coming back up into the air and just hugging everyone around me and everyone who influenced this decision and also influenced my journey of faith towards Jesus. And it was a beautiful moment, and I wish I could relive it, but it would just stay in that moment. I'm always rewatching the videos and stuff. But the peace that I've been experiencing since then is just unexplainable in a way, because there's been many instances where I should have been stressed or I should have been thinking this certain type of way. It just wasn't there, and I just felt that peace and love that Jesus was standing right there. And so since then, I have witnessed that peace and strength that Jesus has to offer to us, and it's a beautiful thing and a different light that I'm walking through nowadays. And it's hard to believe that I ever thought a different way than the way of Jesus. And I'm so happy and so glad that I've chosen God and have gotten baptized, because it's more freeing.
Also, when I do it wrong. Okay, Bethany, do you renounce Satan and all the plans he has for your life?
Yes.
Do you accept Jesus and all the plans that he has for you?
Yes, I do.
Upon your proclamation of faith, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, in the name of Jesus.